Luna and the Secret of the Werewolves, a story of kindness and honesty. In a small, quiet village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, there was a secret known only to a few. The villagers often spoke of strange sounds during the full moon, of howls echoing from deep within the woods, but most dismissed them as the cries of distant wolves. What they didn't know was that among them lived a family of werewolves, shapeshifters who, during the full moon, transformed into powerful wolves. Among this family was a kind-hearted girl named Luna. By day, Luna was like any other teenager in the village. She loved spending time with her friends, helping her neighbors, and exploring the nearby meadows. But at night, when the full moon rose, Luna would transform into a sleek, silver-furred wolf. Despite her fierce appearance as a werewolf, Luna's heart was always full of compassion. The secret of her family's true nature had been kept for generations. They only transformed during the full moon, and they stayed deep in the woods to ensure no one ever saw them in their wolf form. But for Luna, keeping this secret was difficult. She had always believed in honesty and truthfulness, yet she had to hide an important part of who she was from her friends. One day, as Luna walked through the village with her friend Clara, they overheard a group of villagers talking about the strange howls they'd heard the night before. "Those wolves are getting closer to the village," one of them said. "We need to do something before they attack us." Luna's heart sank. She knew the villagers didn't understand that the howls were from her family, who meant no harm. They were careful to stay far away from people during the full moon, but fear and misunderstanding had always surrounded werewolves. "Luna, do you think the wolves are dangerous?" Clara asked, her eyes wide with concern. Luna hesitated. She didn't want to lie, but she also didn't want to scare Clara or the others. "I don't think they want to hurt anyone," Luna said softly. "Maybe they're just misunderstood." Clara nodded, but Luna could see the worry in her friend's eyes. That night, the full moon rose high above the forest, casting a silver glow over the trees. Luna and her family, in their wolf forms, ran through the woods as they always did, enjoying the freedom of the night. But as they approached the edge of the forest, Luna saw something alarming. A group of villagers, armed with torches and sticks, had gathered near the woods. "They're going to come after us," Luna thought, her heart pounding. She knew she had to do something. She couldn't let the villagers hurt her family, but she also didn't want anyone to get hurt. Taking a deep breath, Luna shifted back into her human form and stepped out of the shadows. "Wait," she called out, raising her hands. The villagers stopped, startled to see Luna emerge from the woods. "Luna, what are you doing here?" Clara asked, confused. Luna took a deep breath, knowing it was time to be honest. "There's something I need to tell you. My family and I, we're the wolves you've been hearing." Gasps of surprise filled the air. Some villagers looked frightened, while others looked uncertain. "We're werewolves," Luna continued, her voice steady but full of emotion. "But we're not dangerous. We've always stayed deep in the forest during the full moon, making sure we never hurt anyone. We just want to live peacefully, like everyone else." The villagers exchanged glances, unsure of what to say. Clara stepped forward, her face full of concern. "Luna,
Why didn't you tell me?"
I was afraid," Luna admitted. "I didn't want you or anyone else to be scared of us. But I don't want to hide anymore. I believe in being honest, and I hope you can trust me." For a long moment, the village was silent. Then, Clara stepped closer to Luna and smiled softly.
"I trust you, Luna."
"You've always been kind to me and everyone else. I know you would never hurt anyone." One by one, the villagers lowered their torches, realizing that Luna and her family weren't the threat they had feared. The kindness and honesty that Luna had shown throughout her life spoke louder than the fear of the unknown. Luna's heart filled with relief and gratitude. She had been honest about who she was, and in doing so, she had shown the villagers that werewolves weren't monsters, they were just like everyone else. Over the next few weeks, the village began to change. Luna and her family were no longer forced to hide who they were. The villagers learned to accept the werewolves as part of their community, and Luna's friends saw that even though she was different, her kindness and empathy remained the same. Clara often visited Luna, and the two of them would talk about how much had changed. "I'm glad you told the truth," Clara said one afternoon as they sat by the river. "It helped everyone understand." Luna smiled. "It wasn't easy, but I knew that honesty was the only way to bring us together." As the full moon rose again, Luna and her family no longer had to hide in the depths of the forest. They ran through the woods, free and unafraid, knowing that they were accepted for who they truly were. And from that day on, the villagers no longer feared the howls in the night. They knew that behind those sounds was a family who valued kindness, honesty, and the courage to be true to themselves.